Alright, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Let's get underway as I slowly adjust the microphone with week 4 of Shipyard Champions week 2. It's not week 2, season 2. A wee bit tired, but you know what? I'm sure that will not affect my decision making in any way. That will not affect anything. Maybe. Possibly. So, scores for last week. First place is Bro Silly. Congratulations. 190 points total. I haven't had a chance to see his video yet, but good job. Admiral in second place with 172. And my calculations were a point off. I think I put down 145. I had 146 for third. Voice T at 141. Panzergraph next in fifth with 127. Lost Galaxy in sixth with 124. And Yulari at 106 in seventh. And Requin, unfortunately, well, he did not make it, unfortunately. So, as last place, which brings our total points for the season so far to first place tie between me and Moist at 15 points each. For Monroe in second with 14 points. Rosili in third with 11. Requin in fourth with 9. Yulari in fifth with 7. And Lost Galaxy and Pandergraph each in sixth with 5. So, actually not too many points. Differentiating right now. Like, if I do really badly this week, and Lost Galaxy does really good, it could actually flip around. Like, I could drop some serious rankings here this week if I do really, really poorly. But anyway, on to this week's challenge. This week's a little bit different. As discussed internally, this challenge is from Panzergraph. Everybody designs a shared ship. Bring this back up. Everybody designs a shared ship. Any class, nation, and or year. Well, and year. Share it here within our Discord. Find a way to random draw who fights, which we've done. Brosili's spun our wheel. The Wheel of Fate has been spun. And thus, I'm going to be challenging the Lost Galaxy Gamers ship, which is the Texas. Which either means it's going to be as tough as old boots, or it's going to have more firepower than to make an A10 Huey in... Not A10. God, no, not an A10 Huey. Oh, that'd be pretty interesting to see. A Huey in Hog configuration, blush with jealousy and firepower. And Hog configuration on a Huey is basically the gunship form. It's generally rocket pods, miniguns, potentially door miniguns of rifle caliber, and not, bigger miniguns. And occasionally also 40mm grenade launcher turret, automatic. So, it's either gonna put that to shame or have as tough as old boots. I don't know, because I'm going into fighting his blind, and what is it? I hope Yulari enjoys running into Ajir and all the logistical problems the logistics officer is hating me for on that ship. I will show you a sneak peek before we get into the actual battle of the Ajir. I've taken a screenshot of her. Just so that, depending on the order you watch these in, you get to see what he's going to be fighting against, potentially. But yes. So we each fight and design a ship of our own, so I've chosen the Italians. Because actually they have a not bad hull. It's like the third highest resistance hull in 1940 for the super battleships. Behind Germany, which the Ajir is, obviously, and the Soviet Union. But I've decided Italy. Battleship 1940, obviously. 30 kilometers is our starting range. If it was a CA fight or a light cruiser fight, it'd be 20 kilometers. Destroyer/torpedo boat is 10, and half ranges of pre-1905. We don't have to worry about that, considering this is 1940s technology. And we're scored again on points this time. However, points are slightly different. 1 point for sinking the enemy ship, obviously. However, we also get a point if the design we made sinks another player. So, if AJR sinks Yulari, but not Yulari. Is it Yulari? I'm double checking myself again. Yes, it is. If AJR sinks Yulari's ship, then I get a point. And if Texas sinks me, Las Galaxy gets a point, even if I sink Texas. Like if it's a mutual destruction situation, we both get a point in that case. And there's an optional point. One extra point for if we let the AI have control of our ship. Which I'm very tempted to do. Just to potentially be different. Just the moment we're in, and due to the range and spotting of the capabilities of ships at this time period, we're going to be fighting immediately. I'm very tempted to let the AI just run wild. So that's everything we have here. Let's go into designing a ship. Italian battleship, 1940. Now, obviously, veteran crew. Obviously. Very Italian name, yes, indeed. We're going to push up the tonnage to maximum. I'm just going to push the speed to 33. That is this hull's optimal speed. We don't need that. Go standard quarters. And we're going to go modern 2. Drastically cut down the weight. It's going to go oil, which will, well, it'll help for a lot of stuff. It will slightly increase smoke interference, but it will help with a lot of things, and also reduce fuel storage. Actually, speaking of that, we don't need range, really. I mean, range does help, because it can affect you, and it is very bad if you get into low there. So gas turbines is 737. Diesel 2 is 40. That's 3,000 tons on gas turbines. I'm taking gas turbines. Of mega tower, along with a heavy tower. And then we want the best funnel we can get. That's actually only... There we go. But say that's not even 100% efficiency. Ooh. But no, there we are. And we're still lighter than if we just had diesel 2 engines. So I'm all for that. And hell, we're basically balanced perfectly right now, which I'm also very much for. Now, of course, comes a big choice. Very big choice. Guns. Over. Before I get there, let's set this. Or forget. I still very much think RDF with radar plays a point. I'll put sonar 2. I don't know if there is going to be actual, you know, whatchamacallit, torpedoes on board Lost Galaxy ship, but you never know. Small anti-torp, reinforced bulkheads. We can always tone some of this down. And then the big choice, because gun aiming speed and just 15% accuracy, or gun aiming speed slower but more long range gun accuracy. I'm going to go stereoscopic again. Because it's 0.7 at 30 on a quad. It's slightly better on a turret. Or triples. Coincidence is... basically the same. It's actually slightly worse due to base accuracy. At that range. But I think it's slightly better, unless it's a weird bug again. Yeah, it could be a weird bug again. Because 20 is 2. 20 is 1.9. I almost wonder if if there's a bug going on where stuff like stereoscopic and coincidence are being switched around accidentally. I have no idea though. Another big choice. A, gun. There's a major choice here. Although I do think we're going to be going a bigger caliber. But the choice really, for me, is kind of 18, 19, or 20. And then triples or doubles. Or quads. And I think triples. It's because it is just straight up more accuracy. And meanwhile, the accuracy bonus from going to duals versus triples is not as much. It is a big weight gaining. Like, it is a massive weight gain. It is 1,500 tons, basically. Saved weight. Between a double turret and a triple turret. But you'd have to have more turrets to make up the exact same number of guns. I'm going to put some barbettes in. Let's see what the tonnage looks like then. Nope, that didn't go the way I wanted to. I do know now. Other than, you know, the turret clipping into the superstructure. But that fits on that barbette. Let but aft weight offset. 12 19-inch guns. Let's look at their kit these guys out. H is going to be massive, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Don't know why pitch is so large. Nope. If anything, that should be bettering the pitch. Moving it all closer together rather than spreading it farther apart. I don't know. To be perfectly honest. Nope. Keep it up there. Anyway, let's get the hull mostly balanced around these turrets. Auto-loading brings them up to half a round per minute. Yeah, that's not too bad. We want cap ballistic, which will help a fair bit. Base fuse, nose fuse. Let's go cap ballistic HE rounds. Standard ratio, triple base. And we're overweight. That's back underweight again. What's the accuracy now? 1.9. It decreased. That was the... There's definitely a bug. 100% a bug going on. Because triple base only increases gun range. 39.2 at triple base. What happens to go 2 powder? Okay, so range is increasing. But 2 powder, or dropping rather, compared to cordite. Which it has, which is fair. However, accuracy is not improving. Cordite 3, for example, does not decrease accuracy. So accuracy, cordite 3, at 20,000 yards is 2.5. Two powder 3 should be a plus 4% accuracy bonus. Base. Over accuracy drops 1.9. So there's definitely a bug going on here. There's 100% a bug going on. To where stuff that should be buffing accuracy is decreasing it. Now then, other than that little discovery aside, that's also helped slightly with the pitch without decreasing gun amounts too much. I still prefer triples, but it is what it is. Barbet 3, let's go with that. Alright. What happens if I put to 30? That's an extra 5,000 tons. We might be able to up these to triples. I'm gonna complain about it. All hell and back, but it's letting us do it. I wonder. I wonder. Nah, too big. Don't need to fit a sneaky extra turret in if I push this turret out. I think I'm gonna go with this setup, even though I don't like it as much. I'm gonna switch to devils all along. Because they are a lot lighter altogether, and will allow me to go and A, armor the ship more, and B, also allow for secondary guns, which could push out to very respectable ranges themselves if they weren't weirdly bugged out. Why are you saying you can't target? There you go. There's a weird section there that you can't mount anything to, which is odd. It just goes, ah, nope, nothing there, Gov. There we go. Push that turret slightly forward. And this will actually give us a slight bit of an accuracy bonus and a slight bit of rate of fire bonus. Not a ton, but it is better. Also, TNT 4. There's no reason not to go TNT 4. Literally zero reason. It's literally just better. How are these looking for accuracy? Yeah, 20,000 yards, 4.2. Be good. Better than the main guns, which is surprising. Then again, these are Mark 5s versus Mark 3s, which does play a bit of a role into it, but yeah, not a ton. We'll go increase HE for the 8-inch guns. Not an insane amount of firepower, but it's respectable. And it's all very usable. I just wish this pitch was better, which we can start working on by increasing the belt thickness, which will also quite handily increase or decrease the roll. I hear they swapped deck and belt, by the way, in Citadel armor. You know, a small bit of Citadel armor. Tiny little bit. Oh, come on, game. I know you can handle me clicking like this. Also put a little bit of deck on. That's actually a major factor for pitch and all that. Oh, there we go. We're hitting weight limits. I do want to add a little bit more deck. So we'll go 14-inch main deck. Or not deck, belt. There we go. That's the 4F belt's basically perfectly balanced. As all things should be. We're still going to be pitching. But that's because it's acting reverse of how it should be for how you should be really calculating pitch, because it's all clumped together in the middle, which means it's, as far as I understand, it being together in the middle is better for pitch than it all being towards the ends of the ship. The heavy objects, better for pitch in the middle than at the ends, but it's reversed here. I wonder... error floor, error shoot. It does slightly reduce the pitch, but increase the roll. Not the best. I mean, we could obviously reduce pitch by increasing the weight of the engines, obviously. But we've already got this all set up. Right, it works. It's, well, it doesn't work yet. We haven't tested it in battle. But as far as weight goes, right, sitting right here, right now, it works. I should have... That's not enough to really justify. Just in case torpedoes. I don't know. Even at 20,000 kilometers, yeah, we should be fine for 30 knots. But yeah, small belt of 23.3 inches before armored quality takes effect. I would not be surprised at all if we get a lot of blocks. Because opening range is 30 kilometers. 19-20-inch guns at that range... well, they'd be hitting the deck more at that range. At that range, yeah, deck penetration would be going right through. Belt penetration would be probably stopped. Wouldn't be till about sub 20 that we really run into guaranteed risk of belt penetration on a similar gun caliber weapon with a similar choice of propellant and ammunition. And at that point, the deck is still penetratable. The deck doesn't really get not penetratable until a 13 double, still about 7.5, 10 kilometer range ish, depending on angles and all at that point. By that range, you're more likely to hit the belt, which is it's punching right through the belt at that range. I definitely feel this is going to be a case of who hits first, who starts hitting first, who starts applying damage and stability first. Which I hope it's me. I believe I picked one of the best hulls for resistance to this. I could have gone German, but I built a German ship already for the challenge, and they are the best hulls. And I like the Italian hull better than the Soviet hull. Being perfectly honest, I like the Italian hull better than the Soviet hull. The Soviet hull would have been better in pure resistance terms. But we're here already, it's already built. Let's go and see what happens. Again, I spent 26 minutes building this thing. I did not see if it was Texas or not. It loaded way too quickly, which is a very good thing. It's a very, very good thing, actually, as far as I understand, for these designs. That looks like a competently well put together ship, which the AI sometimes does, but not always. But yet we've already seen. I'm going to give the AI control. And let's get some screenshots. Yeah, this is just ranging shots at the moment. Also, luckily, I still left it on random, so good thing we picked, Sunny and Clear. Oh, and first rounds are coming back in. Looks like quad turret. Definitely looks like a quad turret. Alright. Yeah, quad turrets. 100%. Yep, quad turrets. Hello, Texas. Let's see what you got. Oh, actually. Oh, she's a mix of turrets. Okay. She's a mixed battery. Ironically enough, I built something very similar, except more mixed battery. So we've got one quad 18.9-inch gun, 40 triple 3.9-inch guns, one quad 16.9-inch gun, and 4 triple 2.9-inch guns, and then one quad 20.9-inch gun, so basically 21-inch gun. Which is probably this turret here. This is probably the 16, which explains its rate of fire. And this is the 18.9-inch gun. The 19-inch gun. Basically our gun. But, smaller. And most of those rounds are actually sailing over. But we have actually engaged. We're aimed 0% accuracy. Target acquired. Never mind, 2.1-ish%. So just keep dropping this. Nope. This is very much going to be a case of who lands the first hit. Looking for screenshot time. Gonna take some screenshots. Nope, come back here, ship. Oh, they're waiting on that main gun turret, the last one to finish reloading. They're on to salvo shooting instead of range finding. Nope. Don't you dare run away from me. Not right now. I'm just gonna keep taking screenshots and hope I get a good one. I'm sorry for the ding noise. I think I got some good ones there. There we go. 12% odds to hit. Or 15, that's gone up. So far, no hits on either side, which is good. We're still well out of 8-inch gun range, which, if it comes down to it, we do have an advantage in terms of secondary guns. And we're actually... Big guns were down 4 guns compared to what he's got, or she's got, Texas got. But in terms of pure guns of any caliber, we have more of them in a unified form versus the weird spread out form that Texas has, and which could cause some problems for her. This could cause some serious problems for Texas. And we got the first hit. Partial pen main belt. And then partial pen on main deck from the 16.9-inch gun. So we traded hits. And yeah, 28%, 16% accuracy is pretty darn good. They're kind of very slowly wobbling along course a little bit. There's another aft belt partial pen. There we go. We're getting them. That was a penetration on the aft belt. We keep just trading penetration hits. That's all we're doing. We're just trading back and forth. Very curious what type of rangefinder we have, or they have on board. Flooding's already been repaired, and no flooding left really. Did some floodability damage. There's always going to be a little bit of flooding left over. Oh, she's on fire. Oh, another 2 over pen and partial pen. Another fire. Oh, penetration fire from another 16.9-inch gun. Oh! There's a danger candle. And we have no more main gun ammo. That's a problem. That's one thing I dislike. That's one thing I deeply dislike, is the fact that a flash fire in a single turret knocks out the ammo for every single main gun. I dislike. That is the one fact about the game I don't like. So, full speed ahead. Damn the torpedoes. Initiate the death ride. It's a shame I didn't capture that. That is a screenshot. At least we do still have our 8-inch guns. But my plan is different now. Although depends on her speed. Depends on whether or not we're faster or not. Because with our damage now, we're slowed to maximum of 25.6 knots. So it really, really depends on whether or not we're faster than her or not. If we're faster than Texas, we might still have a chance. If we're slower than Texas, we'll have no chance. But yes, it appears my quirk in this challenge series is continuing just on me this time. Instead of me blowing up the enemy's ammunition, it's me getting my ammunition destroyed. Interesting fire flooding. Main deck again. 20.9. Yep. Okay, that's a very fair hit. Hopefully not too much flooding. Bounce. I think I was off the side of the turret. Partial pen on the main deck. Yeah, it's a damn shame about that flash fire. Let's see. We are still closing. Still outside of secondary gun range. That's 20 kilometers, roughly. And then the 8-inch gun turrets will begin firing, but they can't penetrate, I don't think. That was a ricochet off of, I think, the main tower. But then another aft belt penetration by a 20-inch round. Or 21-inch round. May as well not down its numbers. It's basically 21-inch round. Yeah, your range is 21.4, and then we'll be able to start engaging with the 8-inch guns, if we make it there. Partial pen fire. And we actually started off pretty well. It's a shame about that flash fire. If we kept that type of engagement, I think we would have come out better, because we were scoring more hits than they were, overall. Speed is dropping. Down to 24 knots. Engage with 8 inches and just keep closing. Oh, we got basically first round hits. I wonder if we might get fires. I doubt it. Nope, penetration, the aft deck, and a couple blocks. Oh, we actually got a penetration with the partial pen on the main deck. Alright, there's Texas. Let's see what she's got. In total. Torpedoes. Hey, look at those things I call torpedoes. There they are. Turtle base TAT-4. Exact same. Exact same. 100,000 tons, so a little bit tonnage bonus. We actually have a bigger belt than she does. Which is probably why the AI stayed at such a long range, because until that flash fire, we are actually better armored than her. We're far better armored than her. We just got incredibly unlucky. And stereoscopic 5. Which makes sense. She's got so many different calibers of guns. Different gun caliber splashes do interfere. So, very valid choice. Very, very valid choice. Actually, what's her top speed? 31 knots. Yeah, okay, so she can outrun us if she wants to. This is just a case of, does the AI on the enemy ship decide to outrun us, or do we get a chance to ram? Or do we get a lucky flash fire due to a hit? I mean, we are hitting with our 8-inch guns, and now the Blunder is coming into range. I'm surprised she hasn't fired her torpedoes yet. I'm incredibly surprised. Yep, you can just see the block numbers coming up. And we are setting fires. there will actually come a point where 8-inch guns will be able to penetrate. At which point, if we get there with 8-inch guns intact, that'd be very good. Oh, barely any damage. Yeah, veterans versus veterans. We've taken far more losses than again. We did have that flash fire. Yeah, those are the big rounds penetrating. Are we still closing? Oh, rudder damaged. That's not good. There's torpedoes. Good thing we're stuck on a turn now. We're sort of stuck on a turn. Yeah, rudders. Oh, there's rudders back. It's literally just a case of who burns first or who explodes first. Or do I get a magazine detonation again? Or do we somehow get lucky? Range is still closing. For the moment. And I think we're behind her biggest gun turret. I mean, we did get a main tower destruction just then, which is not great. Yeah, we're still closing, though. We're still closing. Prepare for surprise butt sex. Provided you don't speed up suddenly. Fire control's been damaged. It's not really a major problem at this point. Not an insanely major problem. We are still closing. Oh, we're going to destroy my tower again. It's already happened. It doesn't matter. As long as these secondary guns keep firing. Oh, they're starting to switch to AP, I think. Yeah, they are. They're switching to AP. We're close enough. They can actually penetrate. Forget partial pens. We're just slowly chasing Texas around in a circle. Come on. Come on. At this angle, we're actually getting ricochets. Oh, rudders damaged, engines are damaged. But we're closing. My God, we're closing. Whether or not we're actually going to get a chance, as she just pulls away, is up in the air. Because we're going to start losing more speed now. You're down to 19. Go AP. By God, you're close enough. There's flooding. There's engine damage. Oh, it's repaired. We're getting penetrations. Oh, we've been damaged torpedo. Oh yeah, she's got torpedoes. Good thing she can't launch them really at this angle or range. Damaged funnel, destroyed main tower again. How many times has that happened before? Rudder's damaged still. But they're holding her together. By God, they're holding her together. More fires. This is where our armor is actually coming in really handy. Even though it doesn't really matter against the biggest guns. We're also, I think, out of firing angle for her 16s and her 20s. So it's just the 18.9s we gotta worry about, which are still causing big damage. They're still causing major trouble. Yeah, we're losing speed. Slowly but surely. Go back to AP. Considering her angle's flattening. Yeah, no. I think this is a loss for me this week. Unless we get very lucky. No, don't bring up that. Just trying to get the mouse out of the way without showing it. No, wrong button. Absolutely wrong button. No, get the mouse back. Thank you. Well, it has luckily reset the counter. 1.8 again. So very close. Rudder's been damaged again. Oh, or flooding. Nothing compared to what we got, though. Flash fire! I was taking a drink. There goes the 18.9 inch gun. We might still be in her, boys. By God, we might still be in her. It's a slim chance, but there's a chance nonetheless. Come on, you beautiful, beautiful Italian battleship. I believe in you. I believe. Even if the game's counting you out and all that, I believe in you. Don't you dare sink at 2%. Don't you dare sink. Don't do it. Don't. Ah. A gallant effort. A gallant effort. %, 2 destroyed. Yep. Yeah, that's a shame. Is I hate the fact that it destroys all the ammo if you get a flash fire in one magazine for that gun type. Just like that. 19 floodings received, 108 fires received, 0 remaining crew, 100% losses, 22% losses, and good accuracy was 10%. We fired 50 rounds and got 5 hits. Pretty darn good considering we only had a very short firing period. We actually achieved 80% accuracy despite firing 10 times less rounds. We matched them in secondary gun accuracy. We actually had more fuel left than they did. They were actually almost, if we'd lasted a little bit longer, or that flash fire had happened a little bit later, they might have run out of fuel and gotten a low fuel condition, which does mean that you don't move as fast, in which case we might have been able to actually ram her. Not too bad considering we're 10,000 tons lighter. We still dealt 13k damage. Most of that damage was via the 8-inch guns, actually, just due to sheer number of hits. I did get 1 ammo detonation. Versus, yeah, they got a... Yeah, I think it was a 20-inch round. But yeah. That was actually very, very close. Far closer than I thought it was. Especially considering the cost difference, too. It's almost $1 billion in cost. Not a billion. 100,000. Yeah, almost $1 billion difference in cost. Not really, but, you know, close enough to be pretty darn close to $1 billion cost difference. And we had by far thicker armor. If we managed to stay at a range, we would have had the better end of that gun duel. It's just that one ammunition detonation. Wait. Oh my god. Don't tell me put me to cadets. They put me to cadets. I swear to god if they put me to cadets. I'm going back to the ship design. Give me the ship design. I swear to god if it says cadets. It says veterans. Why does it say cadets? Alright. I'm believing you. I'm pretty sure it doesn't say veterans on the screen, so fine. It's like, oh, why did it say cadets on the end screen? Hmm? Alright. Give me flashfire chance. 10%. Ah. Got a bad roll then. We got a very bad... We should have gone for a higher bar bet. We should have gone for a higher bar bet, but we didn't. Oh well. Thank you all for coming out. Any points for me this week are going to have to hope to come from Aegir. So, good luck, Aegir. All my hopes are riding on you. Have a good rest of your week, everybody. Take care. Hope to see you all next time. And do put consideration towards higher tier bar bets on your ships.